Dylan.
Morning.
Okay. All right. Let's start with that warm up. Some jumping jacks. Remember to modify. You can step it out if you need to. Take some high knees in 3, 2, and 1. Right here. High knees. All right, those straight leg kicks are coming up in 3, 2, and 1. I don't know if anyone else has been baking like I have, but it needs to stop. Baking needs to stop at my house. Yes, I am the culprit. We're gonna hug that knee in and get our little stretch and balance. You can roll that ankle out, nice and tall through your torso. Make sure the shoulders are pulled back just a bit. Just a tiny little squeeze. And switch legs. All right, and release. Here's our inchworms, nice and tall. Hinge, walk yourself out. Take that push-up if you're ready for it. And again. Here's 2 more. And last one. Oops. All right. Grab your curling weights. We're gonna head to the wall. Oh, that wreath is my way. I have to move it. We're gonna head to the wall and do some wall sits with our curls. And then we're gonna do our wall plank, we haven't done in a while. And then we're gonna do some more wall sits and then some good mornings with our arms extended, okay? All right, now I'm gonna turn my buzzer up because I always, it's a little faint. Oops. Sorry, and then I take a picture of my phone. Okay, here we go. Wall sits, have a seat. Everything's on that wall. Arms against that wall for that curl, which yes, limits your range of motion, but it also isolates that bicep. So ribs, lower back, shoulders, back of your arms, everything on that wall. Hold it here. Modification, come up to standing. You can still pull those arms back and isolate your biceps. 2, 1. Here's our wall plank. So feet on the wall. So you really got to push. Push through those heels. Modification, come to the ground. You could also use a step if you prefer. Stay with me here, 10 seconds. My feet are sleeping. Oh, no. Good, come on up. Back to the walls. We're gonna do our slides, wall slides. You could have a lightweight if you want. I did not grab one. But arms slide up and back down. Remember, they do not peel off that wall. Keep that belly button pulled in to help push that low back and your ribs all into the wall. So yes, this is a lot of shoulders with this one here. We're gonna come up for some good mornings in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come up to standing. You can have your arms extended, legs wide, hinge, and come up. Again, you could have some light weights in your hands. Squeeze through your glutes. Come up. I have my feet about shoulder width apart. You can have them wide like that also. Or you can have them narrower. You could also have your hands behind your head. Okay, this does change it. Okay, it makes that lever longer. 3, 2, 1. Back to the wall for our curls. Have a seat and curl. Curl. Again, checking in. Ribs, low back, shoulders, back your arms, everything pushing against that wall. Isolate that bicep. Really try and squeeze it. Good, stay with me. Wall planks are next. Keep pulling that belly button into the spine. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Wall planks. Stay with me here. 10 seconds. Oh, that's very slip. Oh. 2, 1, up to standing. Back into our wall slides. Good, stay with that. I just need to adjust something. Stay with those wall slides. Okay, sorry. I need to adjust settings. Stay with those slides for 3, 2, 1. Back to your good mornings. Okay, arms extended or not. You can play with that feet placement so they can be hip width apart or wider, like to your shoulders. So just hinge at those hips. You're nice and long from your fingertips all the way to your hips. One long line. Keep your head stacked. You're not looking around. 2 and 1. Back to those wall slides with the curls. And curl. So check in, pulling that belly button in. You're kind of tilting that pelvis forward a little bit, kind of closing the space between the rib cage and the pelvic bone. Keep those arms on the wall. 2, 1. Here's our wall plank. Push, push, push. I feel like I did not hold it as long as I did last time. Stay with me 7 seconds. You can go back up if you slip down. I'm just choosing not to. And release. Onto those wall slides. Here we go. Slide those arms up. slide them back down. Try not to let those arms peel off the wall. So if they start to peel, don't go as high. Keep that belly button pulled in. Weight in those heels. Good, stay with me. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Here's our deadlift. Or good morning, whatever you want to call it. And as you hinge, you're kind of sending those hips a little bit behind you. Squeeze those glutes to come back up. Squeeze. Good. 2, 1, wall curls. Last time here. It's your last time through this. Pull that belly button in. Push that low back into the wall. Isolate those biceps. 2, 1, wall plank right here. Oh my gosh. All right, stay with me, 10 seconds. And come back up. Wall sit, wall slides. Good, stay with me here. Keep pulling that belly button in. Last 3, 2, 1, release. And here's our last set of those deadlifts for those good mornings. Squeeze those glutes. Remember to modify for your arms. So if your shoulder's a little tired, you can bring those arms down. It can be behind your head. Stay with me here. You got 3 seconds. And release. Nice job. It's kind of warm out here today, isn't it? All right. Well, I don't know if you're inside, you don't know that. All right, here we go. We're going to do our narrow squat with the rainbows, tricep push-ups. And then come on down to right plank and left plank. All right, you can use some nice light weights. Those narrow squats with the rainbows. So feet are going to be hip width apart, and you're going to start with your arms up. And when you come down, you're going to rainbow them around. Okay, 2, 1, here we go. Sit that butt back, weight in your heels. Keep those arms long. You can modify by taking the weight out or adding weight or adding a heavier weight. 5 seconds and we're into our tricep push-ups. And release. Come on down to that mat. Hands under your shoulders and keep those elbows in nice and tight. Keep you on knees or toes. Makes me noticing head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Left plank coming up. 2, 1. Right here. Into your left plank. Knee down or both legs up. And we're going to do our leg lift. Up. Up. Good. So pull that belly button in. Keep it in nice and tight. You can look at that hand if you like. For me, it creates just a smidge of instability rather than looking at the ground. We're going to switch to our next side, our other side, right here. So same thing, lift that leg. You can flex through your foot. I find that helpful. Belly button pulled in. I want this controlled, so we're not like swinging and kicking and getting crazy. Good, stay with me here. We're gonna go back to those squats with rainbows. Right here. Up to standing. And down. Good. Here's our tricep push-ups. So when you push up, think about pulling that belly button to the sky. So your core does a lot of helping here. Keep your gaze slightly ahead. So no letting that head drop. Last 3, 2, 1. Right side plank. This time we're coming up and you can keep your leg down or lift it. Either way, we're going to drop our hip and up and down and up and down. Again, you can look at that hand if you want. So when you drop it, I really want you to squeeze through obliques to initiate bringing that hip back up. All right, other side. So again, think about initiating through your obliques to bring that hip back up. All right, back up to those squats. Again, sit your butt back. Weight in your heels. You're just getting close to that public toilet. You're not going to touch it. Good. Here's our tricep push-up. That wreath smells really good. All I can smell right now. We're going to go back to our side plank and do some range throughs. Right here. So back to that side plank. Reach it through. Again, you don't have to be on your knee. You can be up on both legs. But I want you to reach through, and I want you to reach all the way up. And I want you to feel like you have control through the whole twist. So you're not just flailing about. We're gonna work our other side here, right here. Remember to breathe with this. And up. Last time through, we got those squats with our rainbow and go. Remember, you can modify with those weights. You can set them down. You can make them heavier. But I want those arms to be nice and long to make that full rainbow there. Okay. Good. And here's our last set of tricep push-ups. Keep that belly button pulled in. Keep that gaze slightly forward. Elbows graze that rib cage. Stay with me here. Last 5. All right, here we go. Up into that side plank. This time you're gonna lift that leg. And you're gonna make a little circle. Forward or back. We don't have time to do both, so just pick one. And make sure you keep track, because you're gonna do the same thing on the other leg. Other side. So obliques and abdominal muscles are stabilizing while you make a little circle that you have good control over. Good. Switch sides. You can point or flex your toe, whatever makes the most sense for you. Just make sure you do whatever you did on the last side. Stabilize with those core muscles, your abdominal muscles. The circles don't have to be big to be effective. Good, stay, nice job. All right, here's your little rest before we get moving. All right, coming up, we're gonna do our skiers. So you're gonna have some light weights available and we'll lift to our toes if that's comfortable for you. We're gonna do down dog, dolphin, push-ups. We haven't done those in a long time. So I figured it was time. Then we'll come onto our back for some dead bug and reverse crunch to shoulder stand, okay? All right, starting with those skiers, grab those light weights. So you're gonna come down and up onto your toes. Down, up onto your toes. I'm gonna skip the toes for myself for now. So you want this slow and controlled. Feet are pretty close together. You can have them all the way together for a nice balance challenge, or make them a little bit wider. And then really pull those arms back. I just caught myself getting a little bit sloppy with those arms. 2, 1, and here we go. Down dog, dolphin, push-up. So start in your down dog right here. And you're gonna lower yourself down to dolphin, push up. Modifications, you can do one arm, then the other, right? You can also come to a hover and push up. But you wanna keep those hips up. And yeah, it's a lot of shoulder work. Oh. Here we go, on our back, a little dead bug. And you can add weights if you want. So it's opposite arm, opposite leg. Keep that belly button pulled in. And that leg hinges from the hip, right? Good, weights down. So reverse curl to shoulder stand. So here's our reverse curl, right? So if you want, you can stay with this, or you can reverse curl all the way up to shoulder stand and then lower back down. Good. So a lot of the work is in that really slow lower. It's okay to use your hands for support. Up to standing, back to those skiers. Get low, control it. Two, one. Good, down dog dolphin. Oh. Oh gosh. Stay with me here. Last three. All right. And a little dead bug. So dead bug, if you want, you can extend those legs for dead bug, right? Keep pulling that belly button in. Good. Here's our reverse curl to shoulder stand. Hold my shirt there. Here we go, up for skiers. And start it low, up. You're gonna go for that ski jump. Actually, I feel like the ski jump people, they stay kind of in this position, don't they? I guess when they land, they make that big, like, you could add a star, right? Again, everything I know about skiing, I learned from TV, so. All right, and down dog dolphin. Oh. Flip it over, little dead bug, bent knees or extended legs, whatever you prefer. here we go. Reverse curl to shoulder stand.
It means reverse crunch.
Thank you, Michelle. All right, here we go. Skiers. So if you haven't tried this yet with your feet right next to each other, I would encourage that. It's our last time through, by the way. Here we go, down dog dolphin. Oh gosh. Not getting all the way down. These last few ones. Woo. All right, dead bend. Good. Here's our reverse curl or crunch, whatever name you prefer. And done. Get a little water. Round 4 coming up. All right. We're going to take our right lateral lunge to our pitcher stance, and then we'll do work our left. And then we're going to do our bent over row. We're going to alternate though. So you're going to have weights in both hands, but I want you to do one side and then the other. And then we're going to do our right lift twist from standing. So we're going to work our right side through the first time and left side through the second time. Okay. So, oh, hang on. I'm not ready with my weights. So you might want a little bit heavier weight for this lateral lunge into the pitcher stance, okay? We're gonna step out to the right, bring it down to our leg and up as if we were gonna pitch. All right, here we go. And step it out, bring it down, up, down. Try to give yourself a minute here and work that balance. Good, let's work our other side. And down, up, up. Our sides are always different. Check in and see what we need on that other side. Good. And oh God, what did I say? bent over, alternating. Okay, grab your row weights, bend over, row, release, row. So even when you release, you're not letting that shoulder release. You're keeping it a little squeezed back. Tuck that tailbone. Good engagement in your core. Good. Lightweight here. Wide stance. Twist to the right. Twist. So hips, knees, toes, face forward. The only thing twisting are your shoulders and your rib cage. And as we know, our ribs do not have a great range of motion. Good. All right, here we go. Back to our lateral lunge. Good. Stay with me. Remember, take that second in your balance. 2, 1. Working that other side. Remember to check in. Your core is still doing a lot of stabilizing. So you're staying engaged. Your abdominal muscles. And that's what's giving you a lot of that stability and control. Bent over row is next. Right here. Hinge, row, row. Remember, don't let that shoulder drop, even if those weights are you're extended. You want that shoulder to stay pulled back a little bit. We're gonna work our left twist coming up next. 2 and 1. So lighter weight, wide stance, and twist left. Again, knees, hips, toes. Stay pointed forward. The twist is just coming from your shoulders and ribs. Good. Here we go. Lateral lunge. And switch sides. Here's our row, right there. Good core engagement. Remember to squeeze those shoulders back and kind of hold them back the whole time. Those shoulder blades, you're kind of squeezing them together. And it gets extra squeeze as you row up. One. Good. Here's our right twist. Remember, you can modify this by taking the weight out or adding more weight if you feel like that's what you need. All right, here we go. Last time through. Step it out. Woo! Here's our other side. Even though you might be feeling a little bit tired, don't let your core go. Keep it engaged. So it helps stabilize. Good. Rows coming up in 2, 1. Here they are. Good. Keep that tailbone tucked. Pull that belly button in. Squeeze those shoulders. Squeeze those shoulder blades together just a smidge. And a nice big squeeze in a row. Good. Twist on the left. Three, 2, and 1. Nice job. Grab a little water. Round 5, where are we? Okay, perfect. Timing is perfect. Round 5, we're gonna work our donkey kicks, and then we're gonna flip over for some earthquake, and then some chest push-ups. So a nice little lightweight. If you like, you don't need to do weight. It goes right here, and we're gonna kick that leg up and then out to the side, and kick, open, back, down. So squeeze that glute to kick, use your hip to open, bring it back down. It doesn't have to be an especially big move to be effective. And even when you open, I want you to keep your hips pretty squared off. If you're not like lifting, right? You're staying pretty squared off. Good. Working that other side. So switch that weight. I guess you can have a weight in each one and be prepared, right? Ooh, I forgot to open. Up, open, back, down. Squeeze your glute. Open, back, down. Nice and steady through your torso. Nothing's moving there. It's nice and engaged. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flip it over. We're going to take our earthquakes. Have a seat, or lean back, I should say. Up, back down. So you can have your legs bent more or less. And if you're not feeling like the bird, lean it back a little bit more. Chest push-ups are next. Release. So chest wide, right? Your hands are maybe as wide as your mat, maybe wider, maybe a little bit less. Elbows go out to the side. So your chest gets to help a little bit more with these. Try to get yourself all the way down to the mat. Again, keep your gaze looking ahead. 3, 2, 1. Here's our donkey kicks. Squeeze that glute, open, return, down. Squeeze, open, return, down. Squeeze, open, return, down. Squeeze, open, return, down. Good squeeze, open, other side. You didn't get that in there very well? Okay. Squeeze, open, return, down. Careful when you kick up, you're not arching, that's fine. Your torso isn't moving at all, staying nice and stable. Earthquakes right here. You can always add weights to your hands for the earthquake if you wanted. Keep your chest lifted. If you want, you could challenge yourself, bring your arms up, trying to bring them back so your head kind of comes through. Should I tell you about all the dogs that walk by while I'm teaching you? All right, just push-ups. Keep your gaze slightly ahead. Don't let that head drop like this. Keep it up. 2, 1. Good. Donkey kicks. I feel like it's a lot of glute work today. Squeeze that glute. Open. Return. Down. Good. Switching legs in 2. 1. Right here. Good. Stay with me. 5 seconds here. Good. And earthquake. Sit it back. Keep that spine nice and long. Challenge your range of motion with those arms. And chest push-ups right here. Two, one. Good. Last time through this. And then I think we'll have time for a little bit of bonus. Remember to keep that torso nice and stable. It's not moving around. Your glute squeezes that leg up and your hip opens up. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Good. 8 seconds here. Stay with me. Stay with that nice stable torso. And release. Nice job. Flip it over. Last time with these hundreds. Or not hundreds. I'm sorry. Earthquakes. But now you know my secret of what's coming next. Good. Stay with me. Chest push-ups are next. Last set. Keep that gaze slightly ahead. Lower yourself down as far as you can. Pull that belly button up to the spine and you push up. Three seconds. Nice job. All right. Yes, I thought we'd do a quick set of hundreds before we start. All right. So on your back for the hundreds. Knees up into tabletop. So you can stay here. If you like, you can extend, right? Which is going to be more challenging. You're going to come lift head and shoulders up. Reach your hands. And you're kind of pump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 5, 10. So you're inhaling and exhaling. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. Woo! Nice job. Let's see. That is 855. Perfect. Let's stretch. While we're here on the ground, go ahead and tuck your knees in. Rock it back and forth a little bit. Let's extend our right leg up to the ceiling and our left leg long on the mat. Flex that right foot. So you want to flex it kind of hard because you want that extra stretch right here through your calf. Okay. Grab wherever you can reach. So you want your leg extended. So if that means it's here, it's here. Maybe you can grab your pants or get a shirt or towel and hold. Keep those hips down. Relax. Bring the other shoulders back to the mat. you can, grab those toes and help pull those toes down. You want to keep this leg extended. Grab with your left hand, right arm out, and then pull it across just a little bit. It doesn't have to go very far. Woo, yeah. So your leg stays extended, your foot stays flexed. You can grab your toes, great. If not, that's all right too. Grab with it. Grab lower down on your leg or a shirt or a towel or something. And then we're gonna grab it with our right hand and open. Try to keep hips and shoulders down. And back up to center. Good. We're gonna switch legs. Left leg extends, flex through that foot. Our sides are different. My left leg is definitely less flexible today. Breathe here. Remember, keep flexing that foot. If you can reach those toes to help flex that foot, please do so. We're going to grab with our right hand or our opposite hand, and you're going to bring it across your body just a bit. It doesn't have to go far. Keep that leg nice and extended. Keep that foot nice and flexed. Breathe through it. Breathe through it. This is just discomfort. It's not pain. And then you're going to grab with that same side hand and open out. Keep hips and shoulders on the ground. So you don't get to open so it touches the ground if this side of your body is lifting up, the opposite side of your body. And release back to center. Good. Let's do a little figure four. So cross right ankle over left knee, grab behind left leg and pull left leg towards you. You can release your right hand and gently press that right leg away. Let's get a little stretch in our hips here. And let's switch sides. And release. Go ahead and rock and roll yourself up to sitting. And take a nice forward fold. Nice big inhale and exhale. Hinge from those hips. Bring that belly button to your thighs and fold forward. Everybody looks very different in this stretch. So for some people, right here, you feel a stretch in your back legs, in the back of your legs and your low back. Some people can fold all the way over. Wherever you are in your stretch, I want you to take a nice big inhale. And on that exhale, try and hinge just a little bit deeper into it. Again, if you have a towel or a shirt or something, you can wrap it around your feet and pull. It can kind of help pull you in. Wiggle it around a little bit if that feels good to you. I always like a little wiggle. Nice big inhale here, and on that exhale, I want you to hinge back up. Good. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Nice work, you guys. Thanks for joining me today on Tuesday. And I look forward to seeing a few of you tomorrow at TRX. And if you can't join because you don't have a TRX themselves are having all kinds of sales. You know, Christmas or Hanukkah or winter solstice, whatever it is you celebrate and exchange gifts for. And the rest of you I'll see on Thursday. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks, Molly.
Thank you, Molly.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Molly.
You're welcome.